You are trying to get back in touch with your daughter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, your daughter's how old?
4 years old. I want the pain. Because
Boy,
without pain,
that boy
you
cut
can't
up, boy.
grow. That part. Without pain, you can't grow.
Yes, sir.
Without pain, you can't grow. Without pain, you can't grow.
Let's pause right there real quick. So, why did you keep her longer than what you were supposed to that time?
To God be the glory. To God be my conscious praise. My daughter knows the truth. I told the judge that long my daughter knows the truth, I can die now.
I'm gonna tell you the truth right
Yes,
now,
sir.
right? Now stoicism is the opposite of what you're doing right now.
Then you getting the hood out of me.
Well, see,
around these white folks.
So hopefully Shantae sees this.
Yes.
What is the end result that you want from her seeing this video? What's up, YouTube? It's summertime and things are heating up in Atlanta. Make sure you go cop the merch at AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Now back to the content. Go ahead. Thank you. Thank you. That's more than 25, ain't it? Let's go.
I lost count.
25 to stay alive. All right, QADIR. So, listen. So we just gonna jump right into it.
Yes, sir.
You are trying to get back in touch with your daughter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, your daughter's how old?
4 years old.
So this little beautiful girl right here, she's been on our channel before, actually. I think even in one of my intros, I had her sitting in the driver's seat of my Jeep.
Yes.
So yeah, your daughter's my little buddy, man. That's definitely,
that.
yeah,
Appreciate
man.
that.
I
Much
love her.
to you.
Listen,
Much love,
you
much
already
love.
know, man. It's like one of my own, okay?
Yes, sir.
And so, how long has it been since you've seen or heard from her?
Since June 22nd of this year.
Okay. So it's September 9th today. So going on 3 months in about a week or so.
Yes.
Okay. Why haven't you seen your daughter in almost 3 months?
There was a situation that I posted on my Facebook page, unfortunately, that me and the mother had a confrontation or a misunderstanding.
Okay, so you and the mom got into it about something.
Yes.
Okay, what'd y'all get into it about?
About 2 weeks of summer vacation that I'm legally bound to have. She disagreed with that, and here we are today.
Okay, so let's just back it all up. So, what's your name, brother?
QADIR.
All right, so QADIR, someone that I've known out in these streets for a few years now, almost since I started the channel, right?
Yes, sir. Much support from the beginning.
Absolutely, still one of my biggest supporters.
Yes,
Big
sir.
salute to you. Now, you and the mother of your kid, I was gonna make a whole series out of y'all at one point.
Yes, sir.
But I had just decided not to.
Yes, sir.
Because it was just gonna be a lot to keep up with.
Yes, sir.
But y'all have had custody issues for about a year,
Yeah.
maybe almost two going on now,
when
right?
I got legitimized,
Off and on.
yes. When I got legitimized, she came back from Chicago. You know, me and my daughter met. I posted that on Facebook, and
So that was when she was like 2 years old, right?
no, she was going on 4, but she been
Your
back
daughter?
and forth.
No. Your daughter, because she's like 4 now, right?
Yes, yes.
So that's what I'm saying. When
She
you
hadn't
first,
been here,
when you first got legitimized, you first got to see her. That's back when she was like 2, right?
No, I just got legitimized when she was 4.
Okay, but you've been seeing her now
Right,
for a couple
since
years.
2, right?
Okay.
Because Kamama came here, she got pregnant. We had the relationship. Remember when she the Norcross? Then she got in trouble in Gwinnett County. That's when she got locked up. Came out. Remember when she told you about that? She lied and said that was her sister, but it wasn't her sister. But I try not to keep the child away from their mother, no matter what. So
long story short, it's been back and forth about the custody.
yes.
At one point, she has a situation where she kind of got locked up.
Yes.
And then when she got out,
Yes.
it was an issue with custody.
Yes,
We'll just say
and
like,
also, there was no, protector.
there was no order.
Right, I had
There
a
was no
protection order,
paperwork.
but I wasn't legitimized. So she went to Chicago for 2 years, and so May the 4th, she came back. So probably because I was at her 4th birthday, which Miss Shantae invited me to, which was appropriate, and I respect her for that.
Okay, so, all right, so y'all have had issues, custody stuff
Yes.
going back and forth. But okay, so recently, from what I know, and you correct me if I'm wrong, right? I know that at one point, I believe earlier this year,
Yes.
y'all had a situation where you had the princess.
Yes, I had the princess through legal custody.
Right, and you basically, I guess, kept her longer than what you were supposed to.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
I
And
would
so
say
when
yes,
you
correct.
kept her longer than what Shantae's expectations were,
Correct.
then Shantae was like, all right, well, we ain't dealing with you no more because
No. She probably said that, but we still had up to June 22nd agreement.
Okay, so everything was kinda
right. Everything okay. Boom.
so
whatever.
even though it happened,
right,
she
I was
felt
still-
the way about
right.
it, but y'all still kept the
Right.
custody going
Right.
and everything
We
else.
went to court.
So let's pause right there real quick. So why did you keep her longer than what you were supposed to that time?
At that point in time, I think I don't want to blame it on Believe.
And Believe is your daughter.
Yes, Believe is my daughter. I think I asked her, she said she wanted to stay with me a little bit longer. I'm not going to say she and like I said, I accept accountability of keeping her longer than what it should have
Okay,
been.
so you
Regardless
accept
of what my feelings or emotion, right or wrong.
Okay,
the court
so
order
you
says
you
no.
accept that wasn't the right move.
Correct.
Okay, got you. Because I was gonna lay you on the grill for a second, all right?
I put my ass on the grill right now. Hey, little one, how you doing? You looking cute. Hey, they gonna go viral now.
Okay, so you accept responsibility for
Yes.
that. Okay.
Always, to the day I die.
Okay, good deal,
Even
good
if I'm
deal.
wrong.
Good deal, right? And so then y'all, everything was working the way it was supposed to. And then June,
22nd.
it sounds like, did the same thing.
No, she came to the house to drop Believe off.
Mm-hmm.
When she dropped Believe off, I tried to talk to her. She was in no mood to talk. That's when I can't make nobody talk. I'm from the street. The first law of life is you have the right to remain silent.
Okay.
I choose to talk.
Okay.
So she didn't want to talk. I backed off. I immediately called my niece, Tab. And she said, in a nutshell, to make a long story short, if she don't want to talk, go ahead and keep her for your due 2 weeks of summer vacation. So
Okay, so hold on real quick, brother. Hey, baby. Okay, all right. I got interrupted by a phone call. Okay. Where was I? Because I think I was cooking.
Boom.
Oh, you were telling me about your niece, Tab. Shout out to Tab, because y'all, I got to talk to her yesterday.
Yes.
But it sounds like she gave you bad advice. I ain't gonna lie.
No, okay, and what bad advice do you think Tab gave me?
Well, in keeping Believe beyond the time that Shantae expected you to have her. So in other words, like if
I try to reach you,
mm-hmm.
if legally
Mm-hmm.
there is a 2 weeks clause, I'm trying to talk. You have the right to remain silent.
Right.
So now this is what happened. I try to talk to you. Boom. I also text the mother while I'm talking to my niece.
Okay.
So you can't make. And you asked my daughter, I said, do you want to stay for the 2 weeks? It is your 2 weeks. I wanted to, listen,
Go ahead.
I want to
You know
talk
I'm
to
about
your
to come
mother
out.
to let her know
Mhm.
that I can't keep you for the 2 weeks. Why? Because daddy is now working for you. So in them 2 weeks that I supposed to have, I'm going to forfeit them and ask mommy, can you, look, I can't take care of her for 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
due weeks, legal weeks, because I have to work. She didn't want to talk. She didn't want to communicate.
Right, which definitely is not a good thing.
So how can one communicate if you have the right to remain silent? So due to legal reasons, I said, okay, boom. That's when she came back and tried to snatch her up illegally.
Okay, so can I interject?
Yes, sir.
All right. I get all that. And I'm not saying that she's, perfect or she was more right or anything like that. But she's not standing in front of me, right? You are.
Right.
So I'm going to address the things that I saw that you did wrong.
Yes, sir.
In my opinion.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
Now, I can just imagine, because I'm a parent, if someone held my child, if there was a custody situation, you held the child for longer than was supposed to one time, okay. We get past that, whatever.
But what about legal?
Hold on, you said you was gonna let me. You said you was gonna let me. All right. Then you turn around, and a few months later, you do essentially the same thing, right? At that point now, I'm feeling like, all right, well, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay? Now, I get what you're saying. Legally, you're afforded 2 weeks. But the truth is that, is there still an obligation for you to communicate what those 2 weeks are going to be? In other words, is it written in the paperwork that you could just, anytime you decide this is the 2 weeks, and without any prior communication or any prior advance notice, that you're going to just choose those 2 weeks and just keep her when she didn't necessarily expect that to happen?
Okay, granted, I'm wrong. Dead ass MF wrong. Okay, now, what do that have to do with from June 22nd? I'm wrong. I'm dead ass wrong. Okay, boom. So, okay, I'm dead wrong. June 22nd, 2025, QADIR Abdullah-Shabazz with dead ass wrong. Okay, conscious thought. Now what do we do? Do you not let me communicate with my daughter at all? Do you say that's you, daddy, and that's it? Then if that's the motherfucking case, I'll keep on pimping. Long as she knows the motherfucking truth, then you getting the hood out of me.
Well, see,
around these white folks.
They're right. Listen, let's get into it, right? Because I don't support that either. In other words, I definitely support people protecting their mental health. And so if it's a situation where it gets to that point, hey, you got to back up, do whatever you got to do. But I'm of the ilk and I'm of the cloth that says that whatever you got to do to be there in your kid's life, you do it.
That's what I'm doing.
Right?
Now.
And so one of the things that we talked about in our phone call yesterday with your niece was like, all right, well, you got to, I guess, get the court, you know, you got to go get an emergency
hearing. That's in
hearing.
process right now.
Okay, because
contempt.
Right, because
non-communication since June 22nd. No, not even a hello, you daddy.
Right. So, and yeah, listen, let me explain something, man. I agree that it's never a good thing for both parents to not be in the kid's life. And that if Shantae is kind of doing this because she feels like, well, he did it, and so I'm just going to keep her completely away, I don't agree with that. Let me say this, though. How has this time without the contact with your daughter, how has this made you feel? How has it affected you?
I'm stoic in a up situation. If those don't know what stoic mean, it means staying calm, humble in a up situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to downgrade nobody.
I get it, and I get the stoicism.
Or say I have ill feelings against the mother.
Yeah, I don't want you to speak ill.
Yeah, because even right now, my belief is that if a child comes from the woman, it goes to the woman. No matter what. That's a hello. Even God says hello when you wake up every morning. When you wake up, God says hello. Now, whatever you do, that mother day is on you. But God wakes up and say, good morning. If you don't, that part. Continue.
Okay, so like I saying, I'm trying to get or understand what emotions you feel. I know that you're being stoic.
They stoic. What do a stoic supposed to go through?
Well, you're going to be stoic on the outside, but on the inside, how do you feel?
Okay, I wish I could have broke my emotional chart. It's a wheel, and it explains exactly how you feel. But in a conscious thought, I'm good. I'm living life. It's a little, you know what I'm saying? It's like working out. You got to go through the pain. That's how I get that rock. You see them things?
Let's go.
Yeah, you got it. I want the pain. I want the pain. Because without pain, you can't motherfucking grow. That part. Without pain, you can't grow.
Yes, sir.
Without pain, you can't grow. Without pain, you can't grow. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Man, no pain, no gain, man. No pain, no gain. No
emotionally,
pain, no gain.
And spiritually, physically. How you gonna hold it here? And how you gonna hold it here? And how you gonna hold it in front of everybody else watch?
Okay, so what are the lessons that we're learning from the situation? What are we gonna do differently?
Stay stoic.
So what other lessons though?
Stoic.
Well, that can't be the only lesson. That can't be. So in other words, I would expect you to say like, okay, well, moving forward, I'm not gonna like just keep the daughter unexpectedly and stuff like that.
True. Them thoughts have been considered. I realized the wrong that I might have done, the mistakes I might have made, unconscious, not conscious. So with that, I take that in consideration, and that's why I have advisors. Miss Tab is my advisor. Whether you think she's right or wrong, nobody perfect, even Jesus. That part. Anyway.
Okay. All right. So, is there any message or thing that you want to get out either to your daughter or to the mother of your child? And again, without like the bashing part, but just, is there a message like, hey, I want to see my daughter or whatever it is? Like,
the message is, to God be the glory and to God be my conscious praise. Meaning, everything, your existence belongs to God. It don't belong to me. Once I gave it to you, baby, I gave it to you. And let God be the conscious thought in my beliefs mind. Blessings, blessings, and more blessings. That's the message. Stay strong mentally. Stay strong physically.
What about to your daughter? Is there a message that you want to give her?
That's the message.
That's the message?
That's the message. Stay strong in all things. Believe. I named you for a reason. Believe. Don't let nobody say you can't do it. Don't be afraid to stand up and tell the truth. The conscious truth. The conscious truth.
So listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth right now,
sir.
right? Now stoicism is the opposite of what you're doing right now.
Okay, you
right?
think so?
Yeah, you're very emotional.
Of course, that's what stoicism means.
No, that's not stoicism. Stoicism is the opposite of that.
Sir,
Stoics are very.
we
can look it up.
Let's look it up
right now.
Look it up. Calm in a up situation.
Right. Well, do you think you're being calm?
I'm emotional, but I'm still calm.
Okay.
The wave with Jesus was turmoil.
Stoicism.
He stayed calm.
Hold on.
He stayed calm in an emotional situation.
Stoicism.
I don't think I cursed one time.
Stoicism.
I could say you, but I don't. I could say a lot of emotional things, but I don't. I'm calm. It's emotional calm, but you just don't float sometimes. You got to swim, but you still calm. You cool, but you still smooth. You're hot, but you're not too hot.
Stoicism says the endurance of pain or hardship without, keyword, without the display of feelings and without complaint.
Okay.
So
there's no complaint. The baby's yours.
But the feelings are there.
Whether you allow the baby to listen.
The feelings are there. Listen, we gotta talk to each other as men, all right? So I'll let you get your stuff off, but the truth is that in order to practice stoicism even better, we want to be able to rein those emotions in.
Like pretty much like a news reporter. Mm-hmm. I'm working on that. That's where my mental health at.
I know that's right.
To be able to stand in front of the camera and tell the storm of motherfucking getting blown up. Wherever part of the world, we ain't gonna go there.
Real quick, I do want to highlight, you went through 10 Park Place.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
and
sir.
You are completely like off the street. You've had your spot for a while now.
Yes, sir.
Can you just tell everybody about 10 Park Place real quick?
They help what I'm doing now. Trying to stay in control and explain to you in the most possible, humble, and focused way how to live and calm down that time. Take a breather and explain how you feel.
So I'll say this, man, and again, I say this in love, but you know me, I just keep it raw and funky, right? As a dad of daughters, okay, we're definitely gonna want to be always, if not 99.9% of the time, in control of our emotions, right? And so I'm glad that that's something that you're working on.
Yes, sir.
All right,
I'm going to continue to work on it because I come traumatized state.
I get it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Pete, yeah, baby, traumatized.
I get it. We're gonna get your story next time, man. You understand who you are from.
Now?
Well, we 20 minutes in. I don't want to kill the video, but
yes, sir.
All right, but listen, man. So hopefully Shantae sees this.
Yes.
What is the end result that you want from her seeing this video?
To God be the glory. To God be my conscious praise.
I get that, but what is the result that you want?
To God be the to have believe say F you, daddy. How about that?
Well, okay. How about the end result being that you guys successfully co-parent, and you know what I'm saying?
See, that's
like,
why I have an advisor. That's what Miss Tab is for.
Right.
But she don't want to talk to Miss Tab. Because I'm telling you, you want the emotions, I'm giving you the emotions.
I get
the
it.
emotions is, I'm stoic. I can be strong. If you would not allow my child to say, F you, daddy, I can handle that. I can handle that. To God be the glory. To God be my conscious praise. My daughter knows the truth. I told the judge that long my daughter knows the truth, I can fucking die now. You want the real truth? You asking real questions. I'm giving you the raw, uncut truth.
That's right.
You want to see the anus? No.
No, we don't.
But you see it in my mother effing eyes. And he didn't edit it that.
There you go, man. Listen,
On
man.
point.
We in it. We in it. I'm talking about ain't it? All right, listen. We appreciate you,
That
man.
part.
If anybody wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Social media, Cash App, anything like
yeah.
that?
I don't want anything.
Okay.
But this is for believe and try to look for her, to pay for people time, to search for her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. But people say they will. If you can give us the money, we'll look and find and do our diligent job to look for her.
So what's the Cash App that we need to send?
That's going to Tab, Miss Tablet.
So that's your niece or whatnot?
Yes, my niece.
Right.
No money is personally going to me.
Right.
She handle all my finances.
Yeah, no, I talked to her yesterday. She's legit. So.
Yeah, she's legit. So all money will be going to that. I don't want a penny.
What's the Cash App?
I'm gonna tell you that I don't. I have my phone with
Okay,
my phone.
we'll get it on the back end.
Yeah. So we're gonna get it on the back
man,
end.
we appreciate you, QADIR.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We definitely wish you and Shantae, and of course, Believe, nothing but the best. Okay.
Yeah, it's all about believe. I
Listen,
stand
man.
here before believe, not listen.
Yeah, because you didn't want to come on my channel.
Exactly.
So we know that if you're here, it's for a damn good reason.
And can I get a shout out to my niece Tab?
Yeah, of course.
Because
I mean, we've been shouting her out the whole time. So.
I know, but I'm gonna listen. My last breath gonna be to God and Shantae. Tab,
listen,
for
man.
real. I don't give a fuck. So yeah,
we love
that
it.
part. Family is important. She been there to the scrap. That's like I've been there for you to the boom boom. You have my loyalty, Sam. No matter what comments they have on your page, you have my loyalty because I know it rough in these streets.
Yep.
So, shout out to my niece, Tab. She holds the whole family down. Her daddy taught her well. Blessings, and more blessings.
All right,
so,
man.
yeah.
Listen, QADIR, be good out here. All right,
safe.
man. Be safe out here, all right?
Blessings.
All right, man.